Scientists around the world are racing to complete testing of coronavirus vaccines, and we have an inside look at the final phase of development. Two U.S. pharmaceutical giants, Pfizer and Moderna, are in this phase 3. Oxford University is expected to start its trials in the U.S. this month. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jon LaPook, shows what it's like to be part of the Pfizer trial.
I wanted to be part of the solution.
For Dr. Victoria Smith, who practices family medicine near New Orleans, COVID-19 is personal. She's lost 3 patients to the virus.
I'm not an immunologist, but by being part of a trial, I can be part of that research front as well.
Hi, Ms. Smith.
In late July, Dr. Smith became one of the first of 30,000 participants needed for Pfizer's phase 3 vaccine trial.
Look that way for me.
She received her first dose at Ochsner Medical Center in Louisiana. It's a double-blinded study, meaning neither she nor the researchers know whether she received the vaccine or a placebo.
Are you kind of hoping you got the vaccine?
Yes, I do.
CBS News got an exclusive look at Ochsner's phase 3 trial site. Every week, Pfizer sends them packages of the vaccine and placebo. The vaccine is then stored in this freezer at a temperature of at least minus 60 degrees Celsius to remain stable.
This vaccine is new. Did that give you any pause?
Not really. I trust the process.
To be approved by the FDA, a COVID-19 vaccine must prevent or decrease the severity of the disease in at least 50% of vaccinated people.
There's no evidence that the vaccine makes the disease worse at all. So that's really, really very encouraging.
Dr. Catherine Edwards is on Pfizer's Vaccine Safety Board. Once a week, the 5 members of the committee video chat to carefully look through data for adverse effects, especially serious ones such as hospitalizations.
So we're very, very cautious in how we look at the data. Certainly, if there were a severe reaction, we would get that information right away.
Dr. Edwards says there is no evidence so far the vaccine causes serious reactions, but that mild reactions are common and should not deter anyone from getting vaccinated.
You may have a sore arm, or you may have a little tenderness, or you may have a little headache, or you may have a little fever. So those are things to be expected. It's just your immune system getting tweaked and you're making a better response.
Trial participants are required to self-monitor and log their symptoms on an app reporting their temperature and any reactions daily for a week after each injection.
Log it into my phone.
They will then continue to log any symptoms on a weekly basis for 2 years. On Wednesday, after 21 days, Dr. Smith received her final dose. Early trial results show a second shot boosts neutralizing antibodies that block the virus's ability to attack our bodies.
If you look at the immune responses in the people that got 1 dose and 2, the 2 doses, their immune response was higher. So I think that they're probably going to need 2 doses.
But a vaccine is not expected to mean an immediate return to the way things were.
If the vaccine's 50% effective, it's not going to reduce all the disease. Social distancing, the mask, these things may need to continue, and people will continue to need to have some thought about what their activities have and the implications that they have for the rest of the community.
And Dr. Jon LaPook joins us now. Good morning, John. John, there have been some issues, I gather, regarding enrolling enough volunteers for the vaccine trials, particularly among minorities. How is that affecting this?
Good morning, Anthony. As you know, COVID-19 has been disproportionately affecting African Americans, Latinx, Native Americans, and Pacific Islanders. So it's very important that these communities are well represented in the trials. But I spoke to Dr. Francis Collins a few days ago. He's the head of the National Institutes of Health, as you know, and he said that that's not happening, that these communities are underrepresented. And in fact, he said he was hoping that some prominent members of these communities, perhaps even some celebrities, would step forward and volunteer to serve as an example. That's one of the reasons why I was so impressed with Dr. Smith, who is the physician who we featured in our piece today, because she said that one of the reasons she took the vaccine was to serve as an example for her patients, many of whom are Black and Latinx.
Yeah, but I wish you could have seen Gail squirm when she got the shots,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
I know that with Gail. I know it well.
True, it's true.
All right, John, thank you.